Well, hey guys, how are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm sitting outside of my balcony at my new condo I'm in. Anyway, today is Thursday, April 4th, year 2024. Time flies by. Hopefully doing outstanding. And I'm Mazske Finance, coming to you from up in the air in the country of Panama. Yep, high up in a condo building. I love it here. I'll tell you a bit about it in a minute. But anyway, I want to talk to you about the power of financial independence. Okay? So hold on. Strap that seatbelt. Hold on tight. All right, so with that being said, I'm Mazske Finance. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. And as always, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. Okay? But I do strive to be healthy and at the same time have fun in life and all I do. Hopefully radiate a positive mindset to all of you, even though some people may misunderstand me due to my joking around at times. My apologies if you are that one person that says you're no longer my friend because you think I am rude, inconsiderate, and mean sometimes, because I am not. That's not me, just in my writing. If you read my book, I wrote a novel 15-ish, 20 years ago, and I created a character who is not me. But people read that and said they were scared of me. So anyway, with that being said, the power of financial independence. I better realize this now better than any time since I've been financially independent. When you are financially independent within the realm of your finances, you can create the life that you want to create without the stress and the worry of going to work, getting up in the morning, making that daily drive in, logging onto your computer, maybe at home if you work remotely, or doing whatever you do currently so you can pay the bills. Struggling like I did when I was younger with a mortgage and young kids and a German Shepherd and a cat and 2 parakeets and a brand new baby and a spouse who was taking care of the baby. Money was tight, it was stressful, but we persevered. We hung on. And at the age of 49, as you may recall, I bought my first rental property. At the age of 50, I bought my second rental property. Before I turned 51, I bought a triplex and another rental house. So I had 3, 4, 5, 6 units. And at that point, I think a light bulb went off and I started looking at it and said, wow, I can build my wealth quicker with real estate than I ever did with stocks. Because with real estate, I am using OPM, other people's money. So to fast forward in life, I went from 0 to 25 rentals, and in just under 4 years, I then branched out. I bought mineral rights acreage, I bought oil drilling working interest, I bought into a small tequila distillery investment. We've recently bought into an oil pipeline in the Gulf of Mexico, and so on and so on and so on. But now, we are living our dream, at least it's my dream. You create your own dream, whatever you want to do. Do you want to live right where you're at right now? Do you want to live on a beachfront community? Do you want to live in the mountains? Do you want to live with a swimming pool? Do you want to live with a gymnasium, a fitness room, a jacuzzi, a sauna, the wet room, the dry room for the sauna? Do you want to get a massage? Do you want to live in a big city? Do you want to learn a foreign language? Do you want to travel? What do you want to do? As you know, as I said at the beginning, in case you're new to my channel, I'm living in the country of Panama. Panama has Copa Airlines. Copa, it's their hub here. And they travel throughout North America. They travel throughout South America. And I think they travel Europe maybe too as well. I'm not sure yet. I haven't dug into it. But while I'm here, I hope to better explore South America. I'm in Central America right now, which is part of North America. Okay, when you hit the border of Colombia, you are now in South America. We hope to go to Colombia later this year. We will be in the United States here in, by golly, I think less than a month from now. Yeah, pretty soon. I'll be in the United States later in the summer. I hopefully will be down in Colombia later. We're still settling into this condo. It's still a mess, but it's an organized mess now. We're getting stuff. We're putting the pieces to the puzzle together. Okay? I'm still figuring out where I'm going to use as my studio. I got a 2-bedroom condo. I may start recording in the 2nd bedroom. I may record out here in the balcony. I may record walking around outside somewhere. My recordings may vary in their frequency, or they may become repetitive and daily thing, or I don't know. As we get better settled in, we did walk on the beach last night. We walked from here to the house we lived in, because many times we start at the house we live in and walk as far as here and then go back. And so last night we did the reverse. We hung out on the beach until pushing 10 o'clock last night. We dilly-dallied around downstairs talking to some new friends, and we came up. Oh, while sitting on the beach, imagine this. Imagine your favorite sports team, whatever sport you like. I like the Baltimore Orioles. They're my favorite team out of all the sports I like. We're sitting on the beach last night, and I pull up the Orioles score on my phone. They had a 5-hour rain delay yesterday. This game was supposed to start at 1:05. It started at 6:05. I had checked the score earlier, and I saw it was like 3-0 at some point. I think before we started our walk, maybe. So when I got back here, I was sitting down on the beach, and I said, let me pull the score up. And I saw the game was still in progress. And it was 3-2. And the top of the ninth inning, they're just wrapping up getting the last 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Cano was pitching. And it goes to the bottom of the ninth. Their Orioles are their home stadium. They're losing 3-2. And the first guy comes up, they bring in their top relief pitcher, I think. I'm not familiar with, they're playing the Kansas City Royals, and I'm not familiar with their players as well as they should be. And they bring in their ninth inning closer, whoever he is. And he walks the first guy, Ryan Mountcastle, on 4 pitches, 4 straight balls. Second guy up's Anthony Santander. He laces a single into left field, I think it was, or right field, whatever, left field, I think. So you got first and second base with 0 outs. Then you bring up your young Jordan Westburg. 2 nights ago, Jordan Westburg had a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth inning to win the game for the Orioles. So now Jordan Westburg's up again. What does he do? He's a power hitter. He hit something like 45 home runs in 2 years in minor leagues, which is really good. Something like that. Don't hold me to that. He's a power hitter. They had him bunt. And I was watching, I was like, whoa, is this a mistake? You know, is he a bunter? Most power hitters don't know how to bunt. Let him swing away. But he pulled it back. He then got a strike, and I think the count was like 1-1 maybe. And then he laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt where he was thrown out at first base, but the runners proceeded to second and third base. So now he got second and third base. The next batter comes up. In baseball, they changed the rules now. They can just say they want to intensely walk somebody, and they don't have to throw 4 balls. The person just goes to first base. Now you got bases loaded with 1 out. Now you bring up Colton Cowser, a rookie, young guy. He came in to pinch hit earlier in the game, hit a double. He's up now in the bottom of the ninth inning with 1 out. He has power. He has double power. He has single power. He can be a high average hitter. He can be a home run hitter. He's a good player. He's young. He strikes out. So now you got 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs, bases loaded. The Orioles are losing 3-2. Next guy up is James McCann. James McCann's the backup catcher to Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman's a superstar. James McCann's a veteran. He's 33 years old. He has a little pop in his bat. Low average last year, but he can come through in the clutch at times. He came through in the clutch last night. He laced a single, I think it was a single, could have been a double, into the outfield. Whoever was on third base runs home. Cedric Mullins had pinch run for Anthony Santander. Cedric has more speed. Cedric's on second base. Cedric, you see it on the video, he's coming down to 30, rounds third, he's coming home, and he beats the throw. And the Orioles win 4-3, walk-off victory for the second time in a 3-game series. That's the Orioles of yesteryear when I was a kid. That's the modern day Orioles. They are on the verge of becoming a dynasty. We'll see how it plays out over the next couple years, though. All right, if you do not like baseball and you like to watch winning teams, tune into the Baltimore Orioles. MLB.com. You can subscribe to MLB TV for $99 a year or $129 a year, whatever it is, and access any baseball game you want to. So with that being said, the power of financial independence, you can do whatever you want. And let me show you, I'm going to get up a little bit here, just walk around. My wife has plants out here on the balcony. We had plants at our house, so the only place to keep them here is out on the balcony. So we got some out here, and it's not organized yet, so I won't show them to you. I will show you. There's a little, I don't know how well you can see it, there's a rose right there. So we'll figure out the proper place for that. But let me change my position on my stand. Sorry. Let me do some adjusting here. All right. So I'm standing on my balcony. You can see the ocean. It's like this Pacific Ocean. It's a bay. It's a Gulf. It's not the Gulf, but that's a point out there. That's Chalmette over there. No, maybe that's not Chalmette. That's Coronado over there. Okay. But if we look out, make sure my phone won't fall. There's the beach down there. There, you can see there's mountains back there. And then down below, let me see if I can see down below. You can see them down there. It's not gonna be that, you're not gonna see it that well, but there's 3 swimming pools down there. There's a lap pool, there's a big pool, there's a smaller pool. There's outdoor showers there to rinse off. There's plenty of chairs to sit in. There's a fitness room in one of the buildings here. There's a sauna, there's a jacuzzi, there's the wet sauna, the dry sauna. There's a restaurant directly below me on the ground floor. The beach bar is right down below. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Where are we at there? Right in, I don't know how to do this. Right in there, that area, that's the beach bar. That's where I was sitting last night on the sand in like an Adirondack style chair, sitting down there. It's nothing better than sitting on a beach with hardly anyone there, listening to the waves lapping in, seeing the person walk on the sand. I walk over, I was going to pay my bill, and there's 3 guys at the beach bar. We're sitting out on the sand. There's 3 guys at the beach bar. They're coming up. They got a buzz on. They're happy. They're tapping my empty bottle. Yeah, they're dancing a little bit. I had fun with them. I'm a jokester. I joke around. And it's like we're just loving life. I don't know them. I've seen them before. I don't know their names yet. I know some names of people here. I don't know everybody. But you know my name. I'm Mazske. All right? So let me sit back down here. Because I know it's a glare out there. So anyway, with that being said, the quickest way, I don't need to break it open. There we go. The quickest way financial independence is through buying real estate. You can buy it with using other people's money, put down a 20% down payment, maybe a 25% down payment. Maybe you want to pay cash. That's fine too. Rich Carey, he went from 0 rentals to 20 rentals during a 20-year military career, paid cash for all 20. So at the end of his 20-year military career, when he's retiring with a pension, he was an officer in the Army or Air Force, whatever he's in, he had 20 paid off houses. That's a pretty good supplement to your military pension, I dare say. But there's so many options in real estate. You can live in a unit. You can buy a duplex, triplex, quadplex, live in one unit, get a first-time home buyer's mortgage, put down like 3.5% or 5%, live in it. Your tenants then rent out other units to help you pay your mortgage. You can straight up buy a house, put 20% down. As an investor, you put 20% or 25% down. You can take, maybe you have the savings, your savings saved up for the 20% down payment. Maybe you do like I did. I had a paid off primary residence. I got a HELOC for $30,000. Got approved for a HELOC, home equity line of credit. And it's like a big credit card, up to a value of 30 grand. I used that HELOC to pay a lot of my initial down payment on my first house because I didn't have a lot of cash. That helped me. That's double whammy. Other people's money, but yet it's my money because it's the equity in my house. And then I just went from there. So if I can do it, you can do it. I topped out making $52,000 a year as a police officer. I retired in 2018. I bought my first rental in 2017. After I retired, I worked part-time at a YMCA. They started me making minimum wage, which was like $7.75 or something like that when I first started. And I got bumped up real quick to $12 an hour. And they hired me full-time, part-time to full-time, and I went and talked to the director, and I was like, can I back it down to 4 days a week? And I talked to her again in a couple weeks, and I said, can I back it down to 3 days a week? I didn't want to work full-time. I'm retired. And I knew I was financially independent, but I was preparing to leave Virginia where I was living at. But that's, again, the beauty of financial independence, the power of financial independence. You figure out what you want to do. Today's busy, we got an electrician coming this afternoon. We got an electrical issue in the condo, so it's minor, but electrician coming this afternoon. So we're still not quite in our routine yet, but I may start trying to read a book every day, maybe downstairs, poolside in the shade. I don't like to be in the sun. Maybe I'll sit under a palm tree down there on the beach if it's by the ocean, maybe. Maybe I'll sit out here on the balcony. Maybe I'll sit inside the air conditioning. Maybe I'll sit down below under the building. There's some chairs and stuff down there like under the building. Where there's always a breeze blowing. It's always nice. It can get a little warm, but it's always nice. It never gets cold here. But create your own dream. Decide what you like to do. Maybe you want to live in the mountains. I can see mountains right over there. I can see mountains. I love the mountains. I lived near the mountains in Virginia for 23 years. I've been to the Rocky Mountains out in Colorado. I love mountains. I've been to big cities in the U.S. and I've been to Panama City. I love big cities. I've been up to Boquete, which is up near Costa Rica. I've been there. It's beautiful up there. It's cooler in the evenings. We sat down by a fire. It was nice. But I like living here. This is my choice, my dream, what I want to do. I may not stay here forever. I may move to Boquete. Who knows what I'll do. But create your own dream. Figure out through your life experiences what you want to do while you're building your wealth. Get some travel credit cards. I have videos on travel credit cards. Get some travel credit cards. Get points. Meet the sign-up bonus if you can. Get a chunk of points. And take some free travel. Go somewhere you've never been. Explore. Go to a different culture. It could be a different culture in the country you live in, or it could be in a different country. Educate yourself through the experiences of life. Go up in a hot air balloon. I went up in a hot air balloon outside of Denver, Colorado back in 1987 or 1988. Go whitewater rafting. I whitewater raft in Harpers Ferry, Virginia, and out in Colorado. Go skydiving, Champaign, Illinois. I went skydiving back again, 1987, 1988, 87 that was, Champaign, Illinois. Skydive there. I've ridden motorcycles. I want to go down to Panama City sometime, go on a zip line. I want to go up in the zip line up in the forest sometime. Life's here to be lived. Figure out how you want to live it. Do you want to read books on the beach? Do you want to paint pictures? Then do it. Do you want to walk on the beach? Then do it. Do you want to join me in Panama? This condo I'm renting, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, beachfront, 3 swimming pools right on the beach, with the 2 restaurants here, gymnasium, sauna, everything I've said. Rent is $1,500 a month. How does that compare to where you are? I could buy this, not this condo, but if I want to buy a condo, I could buy a condo. It's cheaper to rent than it is to buy here in Panama. It'll probably stay that way forever. It's just how it's been that way for a long time. It's cheaper to rent than to buy. But if I knew I wanted to stay here, maybe I'd buy. But not today. There's always tomorrow. But sometime tomorrow might not come. So we got to enjoy today. But we got to plan for tomorrow because odds are it will come. All right. I got to wrap this up. I got a busy day planned. Have a great one. Mazke signing out.